Yo, yo, yo to all yo, 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 and yo, yo, yo. I love seeing new products come alive. And I had thrown out a couple tweets and I put some things over at their Telegram, congratulate them, but welcome, okay, to the ADA XBT pair on BitMEX. And I'm going to be throwing some little links down below probably about how you can get involved if you are so inclined. And we will be drawing on the chart so that you can actually see some things that can come on a chart even before. There's no EMAs, as you can see. There's no Ruby, as you can see. But there's some techniques that you can use that can help establish what your viewpoint might be coming in to this next week and how you might be successful in trading ADA or Cardano. All right, so let me make sure that we are fine and dandy on YouTube and get the, let me go ahead and do, I'll probably have to do a couple of different things here if you guys don't mind. And I'm not going to mess up the screen, but we'll get back. We'll get back to that in just a moment. So just stay with me for just a second here, if you can. This gets a little touchy, but we'll get there. All right, so that's the chart du jour. And if I can, let me make certain that we're live on YouTube. Move that over. We're in the 5-minute Cardano. And let me see here. What should I do? Where should I go? Over here. Go to live events. It's a pretty rocky day today, but we've got some things we can talk about. And I will be bringing up, of course, all the charts, and then I think I'm going to be reporting on what is just simply known as the basket. And these are, I will be bringing up 10 names that we have come up with over at the Beauty Bubble Discord for Chart Chat Connect. And let me make sure that I can get my rule set in for the Nightbot. And make sure that that's all working good. And signals, and there we go. And then I need to see if go over here and check this out. Go here. Go here. It's there. I see Cardano. Alrighty. Okay, and then let me put the live link so that everybody knows that I'm live over at the Discord. And wait a few minutes. It usually takes about 15 minutes before anyone actually catches that we're live. And of course, it's a Sunday evening, so it wouldn't be likely that people are up, but we're live. There we go. And let me see what else I have. And I think that's it until I wait for a little bit more information here. And well, I'm getting some, I don't know where this came from, but meaning I don't know what the source is. I'm assuming it's over at BitMEX. I have to go over there, or the Cardano webpage. They're giving away to the volume winner $50,000. The trader who trades the largest amount of ADA, the futures contracts, will receive $50,000 US. The profit winner will win $25,000. And the trader who has the largest profit from trading the Cardano ADF 18 contract will receive $25,000. Then there will be $5,000 sent to 5 winners, 5 times 5,000, and the trader who trades at least one Cardano ADF contract enters a random drawing to win one of the five $5,000 prizes. So we'll follow up on that because I've seen a lot of contests and promotionals that have gone through over the years. And so this one should be interesting. And what I'll do is go ahead and we'll change the chart to the ADA futures contract, which is going to be the ADF, this one here, and let's make sure it's live, and it is. Now I'm keeping the watermark really big here, okay, so that I know I had taken the watermark down, but I think maybe for the broadcast, it's I think it's a little bit better. But here's the contract that they are putting the prize winnings on, and like I said, I'll have to go and make sure that you know what the parameters are and so forth. So, but this is we used to see this in the very beginning. In fact, there were some pretty big prizes that would be shared out, and I just because it's such a big global audience, a lot of times you would not know necessarily who the winners are. So I'll have to look and see. I don't know if that's really what's happening. I'll go over to BitMEX and check that out. And let me go ahead and get rid of my Twitter. And my Twitter's up twice. I have no idea why. And we will head on over to BitMEX to see what in the world it's blog about. And we have an actual link. Okay. And then they're not advertising it on the leader, on the crawler. And let's go ahead and grab the View Live Trading. And the one, there's the Cardano, the ADA pair. And it's the Cardano, this one here. But I see the guide. There is a guide, the root symbol, to view the series. And it's not like they're making a splashy move of it on the trading engine. And when I'm looking at their chat, people are asking about settlement, and I don't really see too much in the box to remind people. The game seems to be this: whales try to panic the small hands, then they buy up cheap, etc., etc. Bring this down, and no, I don't see like any splashy advert on the exchange side. We have the contract specifications; they're available. The ticker root, and the settlement. So let me check out maybe the blog, and then I'll go over to the Twitter. They had a $100,000 giveaway that has been put out there. BitMEX wishes you a happy new year with a $100,000 giveaway. And it's all Cardano related. And interesting. Okay, so that it's on the blog. Definitely is. I'm going to go ahead and Okay, so this is the blog. Okay. All right. So it's a BitMEX $100,000 giveaway. Amazing. Be reading a few of the rules for you guys, and it ends. It starts at 8 a.m. UTC, and it ends on the 15th. So that's that, and then I'll be getting you affiliate links and that sort of thing for joining BitMEX in just a moment. But that is the announcement for this contest that they're doing, which sounds pretty exciting. And let me bring down, if you don't mind, hold on just a moment, and I'll show you the splashing, the very splashing ad that they have going on. And over the next hour or so, I'll build our own little advertisement. And I'm going to try and support as many people that we can with their affiliates. I'm not an affiliate, but I know people that are, and so we'll be sharing some affiliate links tonight. And I'm watching Cardano at the same time. Now, if I had OBS figured out, then we could probably manage the whole page. But we'll get there. Okay. Probably could actually do this on Twitch and do a pretty good idea, I guess. But here's the BitMEX, the New Year $100,000 giveaway that was announced and started today for the 8th. We're in New York, so they'll be starting. It's a UTC timestamp on the giveaway, and it's a leveled giveaway, and I'll be reading more about it in just a moment. Going through all of the, let's see here. Okay, we're good there. All right, so let me kind of announce it for you guys. BitMEX says BitMEX wishes you a happy new year with a $100,000 giveaway. From their media community director, Lisa Loud. Happy New Year. To celebrate, BitMEX is giving away $100,000 in prizes. To win, simply trade the new Cardano ADF18 pair. It's an ADAF18 contract on BitMEX, and you could win a grand prize of up to $500,000. Even with just one trade, you could win one of the 5 randomly selected $5,000 prizes. So the way that it goes, there's 3 levels, and then because it's 5 times the last level, I'll start up with 5 times 5x. Any trader who trades at least one Cardano ADAF18 contract enters a random drawing to win one of the 5 $5,000 USD prizes. And the next one is what's called a profit winner, and that prize is $25,000. The trader who has the largest profit in trading the Cardano ADAF18 contract will receive $25,000 US. And the next level up is the volume winner. The trader who trades the largest amount of Cardano in the ADAF18 contract will receive $50,000 US. Okay, so those are the 3 levels, and it's simple to participate. And cheers the BitMEX team. And there are terms and conditions. Number 1, BitMEX reserves the right to cancel or amend the giveaway or giveaway rules at our sole discretion. 2, users who engage in market manipulation will be excluded from the contest. This determination will be made at the sole discretion of BitMEX. 3, profit is defined as realized profit in XBT terms of all trades where the trade was opened and closed during the contest period window. 4, no user can win more than one prize. 5, winner will be notified via email on the 17th of 2018. And 6, all awards are paid out in Bitcoin at the prevailing price of the .bxbt index as of January 15th, 2018 at 1 minute prior to midnight. So very, very cool. It's always kind of interesting to see how these giveaways, add up, and who's involved, and whether, they take the bait, so to say. And okay, so these are the first affiliates that we're going to put out in the chat. And we have the one for BitMEX is this one here. And let me just make sure. Okay. Go. Wait for him to approve that that's actually the right one. And this will be the very first time that we're doing affiliate link. And it's kind of like affiliate link promotion. And I'm pretty sure it's right. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's right. Okay, so this affiliate link is Richard Hart's affiliate link. Of course, if you have an affiliate link, just let me know. And we are happy to get as many people involved as we can. And that part there. So if you do have an affiliate link over at BitMEX, just let us know. Let me know. There's some little, I don't know exactly how the discount works, but you are given a discount of 10%, I believe, on your first trading fees, perhaps. And then I'm not really too sure what the affiliate payout is, but there's Richard's affiliate link. And then I'm going to run over and see if we can get the Mumble. Mumble also has a BitMEX account. And let me see here. Go to make sure. Dokes, and then we'll look for another affiliate link. More than likely it will come from the Mumble. And then I'll build out a little show card of all of the different places that you can sign up, and then those individuals would receive a small commission. And I'm waiting for the Mumble's affiliate link. Yep. Yes. 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 All right. Let's see here. Okay, so that's what we'll do. I'll get back to the chart in just a moment, and just so that you guys understand what will be next is I'll take this graphic over to Canva. And if you have an affiliate link and you want me to promote, even though the channel is very small, if you want me to promote your affiliate link for BitMEX, just let me know, and we will get it on the graphic, your QR code. So I do need your QR code. Okay. All right, let's go back to the chart. So let's bring the graphic down, because I read you guys the rules, and let's get back on the Cardano chart. Okay, there's LTC, there's BTC. Oh, where did the chart go? Let me see. Come on, chart. All right, well, let me go ahead. We'll put the LTC chart up. And working on some new colorization, actually, on the beta, and having a little bit of fun with it last night. And get my watermark going again. Should have never, ever, ever, because I do think that you need them, and even that's too light. So we work it out, watermark, and make it just dark and dark and dark. See what that looks like there. Okay, that's the darkest I can get it on the chart. So we'll take a look at LTC USD, and we'll go back and forth visiting the Cardano. Where am I? Hangouts. There we go. I think tonight is going to be not a very long night, really. I do need to get the basket of names out tonight, though, and then we're looking for 2 more. So if anyone that's over at the Discord catches the replay, we need 2 more names. They should have come into us before midnight, but we are looking for name number 8 and name number 10. So you have to get your alternative coin name to us so that we can get the investment started. So here we are in the Litecoin. Litecoin. Let me, where in the world did my Cardano, there's Cardano, okay. And we'll go ahead and get on the Cardano chart as well. I'll build up a couple of tabs so we can go back and forth. All right, Cardano 5 minute. That's what it looks like when an instrument goes live. This is a future instrument, and we can see the high. Now we have a high and we have a low. And we don't have any EMAs. There's no special candle colors, but you can do some interesting fib work on a brand new instrument like this, and where it is that you think that maybe the trade will be. But that's where you Fibonacci, the very first bar. Usually it's the first day's bar, but setting that. We only have, it's only been live 5, 15, 20 minutes. So it'll make a big difference after one full day, you know, but we can at least do progressive fibs on this. And the next thing that we do is we do a horizontal line at the 50%. We're not going to perfect any of these numbers because more than likely everything will change pretty quickly, but at least we'll get something down. And we will make this the FME, and it's called the free market equilibrium, and put that there. And now we know that price below free market equilibrium, there's the tendency for it to go. This is all very baby kind of stuff. You know, you could call it a theory, you could call it just starting that narrative and that dialogue that you're having with a new name. And you can see this area above the 50%, which is where the volatility would occur for the bullish run to be confirmed. And of course, the low, we all know about, all-time lows. Maybe this will be the all-time low of the name. We don't know exactly yet. And we'll just continue to watch it. This is the 5-minute bar. But of course, we can go into the 3-minute bar if they'll give us the contract. We might not yet. No, not to be. Not yet, anyway. So TradingView is probably adjusting its interface. And we will just kind of keep it like that. And that's, isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Going back to the Hangouts, making sure that we're still live and the mic is still working and all of that. And our chart is still in good stead. We'll get rid of this one now. And we have the go. Okay, excellent. We will also put the affiliate link promotion maybe in the time chat, but definitely in the description. And like I said, if you have an affiliate link with BitMEX, please share it with me and I will put it as part of, the who's who, and I will put it on that big piece of artwork that they have going on. All right, there's some people that I just really have to like. So many people. So what happened here? Oh my gosh, stupid. All right. Yeah, I can't even find the typical of the space. It really is. Following. I'm being quiet because I'm trying to find something over at Twitter. So it doesn't look like it exists anymore. Okay, and then over at the Discord, I think that I've already put the live, didn't I? I did, that I'm already live. I guess I need to build that out a little bit. I don't believe it. And we'll go, I think it's two asterisks. There's your bold print over there. Okay. I think that is it, except for, I think what I'll do is, let me go here, let's do a share, put it out to Twitter, and go here for that, for that. Give it, no, don't need that, we don't need that. All right, so the tweet's posted out. And it looks like we've got to move the Fibonacci because the bar went down. Make sure that the tweet went out. Oh no, oh that's 3 hours ago. Just get freaked out when you go live like that. I think Bitcoin Cardano live, let me know, shoutouts for this link. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that looks pretty good. Bitcoin moving. Okay, X out of that. All right, so we're good. All right, let's get back to the chart, as we should. Okay, so this is what's called, if this was automated, it would be what's called a progressive Fibonacci, where literally it goes along with price, and then you would be getting all the lines going forward with level stages and all that. So we can see now the 50% line has moved down, but we're not going to change that because we were able to get the, now we have two 15-minute bars, and we're waiting on 3 minutes and 22 seconds. So we know that that FME line was done in the first 45 minutes of the trade. So when the trade is an hour long, then we'll kind of lock it in and secure it in. And I just wanted to kind of show you how the thinking is, and it should be, as I said, the very first day of activity. But because we're showing this live right now, and I don't plan on staying live for an entire 24 hours, that you guys get to see. It's kind of the theory of how you just establish some very simple ideas, and then from there you kind of build the narrative as to what the potential of the move is. So 15-minute bars, there's no ruby. The underlayment is on ruby, so you'll start to see by tomorrow, you'll see probably an EMA that will come through, and then the EMAs will build and build and build. And it would be fun if I could actually do like a time lapse of how they happen, and then do the kind of the guide built on that kind of premise. But it's not like every single day something comes live that is actually chartable and that's on a legitimized exchange like BitMEX. And so, yeah, I think that this is, we'll let this run for a little bit before I start going into the other pairs. And then I have to do a watch list for the basket so that you guys know what the basket's all about. We're simply calling it the basket. And the names on the basket, actually in the basket, are, let me go ahead and excite that. Looks like the 5-minute bar is printing out, but, oh, okay, it is. Here's the 5-minute bar. So let me see if TradingView caught up. There's the 3-minute bar. Okay. And that means that I have to move the Fibonacci in just a little tighter. Too far out. And let's put it in more tight. Going to the 3-minute. Okay. And it looks like price is dropping. And we'll just keep on doing our homework just to see. And we'll get this up and going, and the details, not the headlines, let me see. To go into details, open this up, and there we go. The linear futures contract. Linear futures contract. Okay. I'll bring this in just a little bit more tighter there. Like I said, we're just kind of putting it so that it's in the archive to see the product go live, and fiddle with the Fibonacci and see what sort of trades are in there. With the contest, of course, you're going to get, we're waiting for that bottom to be settled in, and the contest is to bring attention and experience with working with the Cardano. And also, of course, learning the BitMEX trading engine and all that sort of thing. So it brings new eyeballs and new users over to BitMEX. Let's go on back to the Litecoin chart. I'm going to go ahead and do an hour on the Litecoin chart so you can sort of kind of see. Once again, I'm playing around with these colors, so never mind me. I know you've seen the white on white chart before. But we had located this little wedge in here that's noted with the black line, the black trend line, and then the very slightly upward moving horizontal line support. And we had drawn the heel from the top, this entire measurement, as to what the trade could do if it was to go up. And a descending triangle many times will result to the upside. In this particular case, it resulted in a total, actually the first heel down took us to the 243 on the 15-minute, I believe. And then, of course, here, as a matter of fact, let me get in here so I can show you. It's a measurement, and we'll grab this measurement and we'll move it down. And you'll see there's the first catch here, and then the trade is just having a life of its own now. So the very first pullback, the rest of the first pullback, was actually right there. And that's the play. You wait for the move, you wait for the break, and then you take the percentage breakdown. And then what you do from there is is really up to you. The fact that it broke down, it was interesting to see that little line right there. I'll move in so you guys can see. Pretty fascinating, actually. We had taken this line here, right up here, right? I cloned that, and I put it from here down. And when the trade happened, so let me move it over here, move it in the 5 minute. That was in the 5. I have to get my bearings here. I might not be able to replicate. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to replicate it because it's too big. The chart is too big. But the measurement from the upper part of the trend line down was at the 243. I found that kind of fascinating. But then, of course, when we move it down to the lower part of the trend line, and then we move this little marker down here, it's actually where the pivot low was before the trade started to kind of develop a little bit more momentum to allow for further down prints. So I thought that that was kind of an interesting, the resolution, of course, being to the downside. You could say that, in fact, if we were to draw these out a little bit, it's possible that this area could have been perceived as being the false breakout, comes back through the pattern, and then follows through. The argument, however, is this a continuation pattern from how it entered into the heel? And of course, it entered into the heel from a high to a low, which would make sense for the continuation to be from the mid-range to the low. So really, you know, these patterns have driven me crazy over the years. They're just, you know, like super, super hard to evaluate. Like you can even see it here. If you had been listening to me trying to describe this, what happens is that the pattern will break out. It'll come back through, and of course we can see it if we were to draw this here. It comes back through the entire pattern and then continues to follow through. But there we go. There's the full edge there. Breaks out, comes back through at the very end of the terminus. So, you know, that's the argument. Does it look like it's going to pinch and break up to the upside? We had that discussion. And the only discussion that we did not have, which we should always have, is the downward pressure. And so by taking these measured moves, these guys right here, that line right there is equal to this right here. You guys can see that. It's measured to the move of the heel, not up here, but from where the heel of the full move. So if you can see the triangle now, that's the triangle. So it relies on that heel. You measure the heel, and that is where the move potentially can go. Clearly, we can see the move did do that, and it's fantastic, you know, how that works out like that. So go ahead and take off those markers. And I'll put myself on mute for just a moment, if you don't mind. So that's why the patterns, you know, they're definitely worth drawing. You know, you can't kind of second guess whether or not these patterns will mean anything. It's just that you do have to do both sides of the patterns, understand that they will fail you. And in this particular case, the move actually happened right at the apex. So maybe instead of using the solid trend line, that maybe we could start, that it's okay to use the ray tool, which is a little bit more, allows for, okay, I'll do it like this. I'll do it right over the other tool so you can see that by doing the ray tool and picking it up, that we got the breakout, we got the follow through, but right at the terminus, you see right at the apex. And so before the apex, we got the follow through, the break, the trend line break. And so, of course, there's some people that would have taken the positive, right? You take the breakout, you get long. But this is why these patterns are so dicey. But in actuality, the trade was motivated by the upper part here. The trade had come into the pattern, short the heel of the pattern, which had been long. So it was we should have actually done it that it was anyone's game. It could have gone higher, and of course it took it lower directly with the price of the heel. So that's the kind of cool stuff that we can do that you guys might enjoy. And we will take off those bits of business. Okay, so that's the Litecoin trading at 264.49, down 2.78%. And we'll roll back over to the ADF. And sure enough, there's even down to the downside, leaving the FME line right in here, right in this little sweet spot here of where we really want the trade to establish itself so that it can carry long. So let's see if we can get more information. And then our long is now way up here. So the 50% is now above there. Okay, so we'll just keep playing with it and see what we get out of it. Hope you guys enjoy that sort of thing. And on the YouTube side of life, we want to make sure that you guys, if you want to stay connected, right, there's a few ways that you can do that. Obviously, you can subscribe to the channel, but we also have a Discord channel. And if you wanted to have an invite to the Discord channel, you can just simply ask me and I will get an invite to you. We have certain roles that have been assigned over there that may or may not work. I'm very new to Discord, so we're still kind of sorting things out over there. And but I do enjoy it. It's a very kind of clever social. I have to go to the channel to say exactly what they are, like how they categorize themselves. But we did go through a hack, and we rebuilt under the beauty bubble, one word. And we have like a chart guild, which are people that just are interested in charts and want to try and elevate their understanding with learning and posting charts and talking about them, and so that should be a very cool thing to get involved with. And then all the new invitees that come in, you get to see what's going on, and then if you want to take a role that is valid to you, then we'll get that going. The premise, of course, goes back to the original Chart Chat Connect, and which is exactly what it means, that you come to chart, and you come to chat, and you come to connect with traders and chartists and enthusiasts worldwide. So that's, that's the basic premise, and there's links and, news and all sorts of things like that. And then last night, we decided that we would start a basket. A basket traditionally is a basket of names. In the day, I used to do this quite a bit openly, where you collect a basket of 10 names, and then you decide whether it's $10,000 or $25,000 that you invest in those 10 names. And there's certain rules about that. If you sell because it's had stellar growth within a week, you let it go, but you do not replace a new name. So it's a 7-day weighted basket. And so the names that we've chosen are pretty cool. And let's see if I can get Let me see how many of these I can actually put in the chat over at there. So it's called The Basket, if you wanted to be involved in that. And it's a 10,000 USD weighted basket. If any of you have followed me before, you kind of know that we do these things in the day. We used to do a lot of these, and they can be very successful. The names that we selected and the price points, the very first name was Pre, and I'll kind of jump around and give you some of the names that we have. We went for Pre, and remember, it's our very first basket. We went for a name called AVT. AVT, over here. And this is another name that we went for. And we go on AVT. And I'll give you a third one. I'll give you the whole basket or else it won't come over. And then the next one was an interesting one called Pura. P-U-R-A. So those are 3 of the names that we chose, and there's 10 altogether. We're sort of kind of waiting for the last 2, actually. I thought maybe some of the members would come in and chime in on their selections. But that's what the basket is all about today. And we're going to be building, a little Excel sheet. I think one of the members already has an Excel sheet that he's pulling in the CoinMarketCap API, and we can get updates on what the prices are and what the percentages of gain or loss that we're having in the, as the day goes on. All right, so here we have a high. The low is holding on. Now free market is way down here, and native up here. And so I think maybe that's almost 12 o'clock, so we have almost our first hour in. Go ahead and put that there. And we'll just keep watching. Let's go to the BTC USD on the beta chart. And we are trading at 15,680 now. I'm going to go ahead and put out a bigger chart on this one here so you guys can see. You're not going to get everything that's on this chart. Don't worry about it exactly. If you can follow the price plot, we know that we got a pickup of the 243, which took us to the high here. We dipped. We tried to reconnect with the high again, and then ever since then, we have literally drifted in a very organized way back to the 243. 243 could not hold, and now the 243 is above price, and we're looking at a free market line, a resting point of 15,393. Let's check it out over on Ruby, Coinbase, of course. We know that we got a Ruby cross break. We had drawn a trend line, a downward trend line, of course, when that did not survive at all. As a matter of fact, the trend line held short. The condition of the trade for Ruby was long with caution. And of course, we came down to test the 51, broke up. Remember, I don't make the lines. Broke up above the 8 and 12, maybe another little trap, another little trap. And then, of course, anyone that was thinking, well, we'll just continue to pile in. This is a very late stage long. And of course, when things started to really get crazy was when the 12 eclipses the 8. So if you were still in the trade long at about right here, and you were wondering why it kind of felt like maybe something would happen, well, something was happening right in here. Something was about to happen. And also the pickup of the 51. This can also be, the 51 is a very strong EMA for Ruby, but because this was so late stage, if you were still kind of, being a little nutty about the profits that you had, being gone for the double top, I don't think I can, I'm not too sure I'm the right person to help you see the wisdom going on, that the trade was weakening, and of course it did. And then when the dramatic move short, the 841 cross, and we took a 1, 2, 3 ledge, 4 candle low, then all this ledging going on here to get more people and more shorts involved, and then the 96 breaks, the FME breaks. So very interesting pattern for the short to take hold, but that's what happened today. 15-minute BTC USD chart, and that chart will go, if you wanted to see a copy of it, we'll be going over to the Discord. Discord. Where's my Discord now? It's not there. Telegram, YouTube. It's on the YouTube feed. Okay. All right, so we'll put that there. And what else can I say about it? We could build it up, maybe bring out the trade a little bit in case you wanted to see how far this short was actually going to go. We had a pretty big discussion where the trade actually had this trough low in a volume profile that took us down to 12.3-ish, something like that. And so I don't use the volume profile on my charts, but if you follow people and maybe have the volume profile on your own charts, you'll see that there's a trough. There's a rather interesting one, actually, and I can't remember if we figured out against Ruby where that would be, but you can see the 12313 down here. There's on the volume profile, you should see a very interesting low trough. Means that the trade, if it gets strong enough, it will literally be sucked into that trough around 12. I'm going to just say 12.5, but it may have been like 12.638. I don't know why. Sometimes I'll remember numbers, but then other times I'm thinking that it's actually more voodoo because we look at numbers all the time. Some of the things that we might be able to do with the trade here, let's go into a much bigger chart so you can see where this wackadoodle line came from. Once again, okay, remember these patterns, high to low, high to low. And the length, okay, of the heel is all of this. Now, I can do a measurement if you like, and I can tell you what that measurement would look like if it was to actually happen. So I'll do that right now so you guys can see it. And then we'll do on the heel, probably, right here, right there, and then there. Okay, we come down here to here, little teeny tiny 46% move. And if it was to take place, bring this down, if it was to take place somewhere at the apex, then our price would be somewhere around 73.28 if that was to happen. It doesn't have to be a full measurement. We've seen the full measurement before, so we're not really too sure. It also could decide that maybe it's going to start breaking from here, which would take us to the 83.75 area. And then there's just all sorts of things. The 12,000 area, which is here, would mean that the break would have to happen from the 96 low, would have to come through the trend line, and then really start to latch and literally fall apart from there. So that's why I'm not so crazy about patterns. They're fun to put in because you can see the corralling of the lows, and so they're instructive in that way. Okay, local low, we got a re-step, we got a retag, but the definition of the pattern is in its resolution, not how useful it is as a drawing tool. Okay, it's in its resolution. So that's where those two lines are coming from. You guys don't see that. I'll go ahead and remove these little arrows that went along with the conversation. And we'll go into the 15-minute. So you guys see it up close. We'll go back over to the BTC to see that, yes, the 243 on the 30-minute, 243 number on the beta chart. So this is a 30-minute 243. We got a 5 print down here, so it's avoiding the free market line right here, staying inside of Bollinger. So this could be the end of this particular cycle of Elliott, actually, in my chart. But, you know, we'll see. They're pretty hefty and very beautifully done. Pickup of the 243, a little bit of a fractal, goes through the median, pilots out right on the pivot, falls back through to the 243, nice little fractal, falls back in a decent enough, pretty violent wick to rest at the 5. So interesting little deal. It should be, though, that the 243 might, and we've got some resistance up here too, so let me see if I can do like instead of moving the time frame, I can do a little bit of a blowout so you guys can actually see what the 243 is. There's the blue line, busts through, comes back in, holds up. You know, I would have much rather had this have been a perfect tab. We've got a doji in here, which is the end of this bear. We get a little buying coming in, and of course, because the entire move is bear, up when the shorts start to come back in. Okie dokes. Cardano. All right, let's go back over to Cardano. And we're looking at the linear futures contract. Let's see if there's anything else that we have to do. And we did. They got some higher moves. So we get to, oh, it's actually doing pretty well right now. Good for them. And let's make sure that we've got this. So they are not price positive or negative yet. So we don't really have a session yet. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh my goodness gracious me. I'll move this over to the center a little bit. Okay. So, of course, we've been on for an hour, and we should, you know, we could check Cardano out, but it's been live for an hour now, and that's probably as much as I can really tell you about Cardano. Obviously, with the contest, it'll get a lot of attention, so definitely, you know, check it out. And there's an affiliate link. I will be promoting other people's affiliate links. I do not have affiliate link myself, but the first promotion for the week is from Richard Hart's account over at BitMEX, and I'm sure that he's a very good person to talk about what it's like to use their trading engine and that sort of thing as a good affiliate would be. And that's really about it. I think we can probably close it down. Let me go over to the Discord to see if there's anybody that wants anything from anybody. I think that maybe in a way we're kind of all exhausted. Oh, my goodness. All right, so I think that's really it. We'll leave it on the, we're going to leave it on. I suppose we should go back over to BTC USD. There it is. There we go. You guys received my narrative on this. And of course, the cautionary tale is the 243 is right here at 15 372. We have a free market equilibrium line that's matching up with the lower trend line now at 14,901. So that's another little spot that you want to be keeping your eye on. And then, of course, the 13,129. There'll probably be areas on the left of this chart that you should also be aware of. I'll do one look around as to where those might be. And go into like a 2 hour. Okay, so prices right here, there's the 243. And we've cracked, the tops. What am I going to tell you? There's really nothing. There's absolutely nothing on the left side of this chart. Maybe we'll get a little hiccup here, but that matches up with the 243. So that might make sense. Maybe they'll grab some here to carry it up. It's part of the long. It's part of the history of the longs over here. So they would consider that being a full retracement at the 243. And they might pick it up at the 243. Wouldn't that be clever? They might do that. By the time it gets to the 243, we would be, if I try, I'm just gonna let the yawns happen, guys. I don't need to hide my yawns. We would get it at about 7:05 hours on trend. Yeah, about like that right there. If it was on trend. If something else was to happen, then that would be different. But about 7:05 hours, and we are at 5:10 hours on the 5-minute bar. Now we'll go into the 1-minute bar so we can kind of see what's going on there. And not really too much, it's all Susan and Ruby. Ruby did her job. Thank you. And that's where we are right now. Maybe we'll thread around here a little bit and we'll not get threatened by the 243. Let me see if there's any kind of little wonky lines I can draw from here. Just to see if there is. Not really. Do you see? That takes us down to the 243. So that line doesn't really work. You'll notice that. So that's a failed trend line. Don't even worry about that one. I might look at it on the RSI actually. I'll get that one. I'll put that up from here. We know that the 30-minute broke through. Let's see where the 16-minute is. It'll be at the same place. See, there's the 16-minute right there, 16-minute. And then the 16-minute is at the 64 line for the RSI. So the 80, but the 80 was attacked once, failed. And now the 60 is at 64, and you're looking for the 60 line, which is this perforated line right there that you see, right below the 243. So this entire little section here, go ahead and grab the triangle so you guys can kind of see that this little area right there is where there might be a little bit of a fight. If they decide to go long, they really have to decide that they want to survive here, or they'll let the shorts just take over, and then they'll resume come the New York hours. That's sort of kind of looks like what might happen to me. But that's me. Okay, so thank you very much for stopping by. We've been streaming for a little bit over an hour. This has been Bitcoin with Cardano live. They did go live today. There's a great contest going on. We'll be talking about it more this week. We also covered the basket, kind of like the voice. The basket is a list of 10 incredible selections that we made in the alternative coin market that meet certain requirements of ours, and it is a weighted basket. It's where $10,000 is put towards the names in a weighted measurement And then we follow the basket from Sunday evening to Sunday evening, and then we figure out, how we did. Is there another way of looking at the names? Did we miss anything? That sort of thing. So we did the count yesterday. There's so much available. There's so much available for the trader to look at. And we thought that this was just a good way to focus. We're not picking 20 and 30 and 50 names, just 10 names. And we're going through them and looking at them from a cursorial viewpoint. We're going to the website, we're looking at their market cap, we're just defining whether or not the market cap can survive a dramatic push to the upside. And so it should be really cool. But if you want the list of names, if you want to participate in gathering information about the names, and you'll be joining the Discord. That's the Beauty Bubble over at Discord. If not, reach out to me on my Twitter if you want to have a invite link, and we'll get you over there and started and enjoying things. And I hope that you'll take me up on it. We are looking for people that enjoy the Discord, just kind of the entire community over there, because there's a lot of activity. It makes you feel like you're in this massive, like you're at a massive university. And so there's some very cool things that are going on over at the Discord. So that's what we'll do. Been a pleasure. Down below this evening, if I get to it, of course, I'll do a description. If not, I will meet you in the trade tomorrow. Please remember, hashtag make money with beauty, and hashtag if you want a relationship with me, put it on the blockchain. Oh, and also, I'm on Reddit now. Yep, I didn't listen to you clowns. I listened to you clowns for a long, long time. And then today I figured out why you didn't think I should go over there. I shouldn't go over there because there's one big room that doesn't want charts. They don't want discussion about price. They don't want any kind of speculation about price whatsoever. And so, of course, that wouldn't be my style at all. That's all you had to ever say to me, is that there are rooms over there that don't like charts. They don't want to talk about price. But for all these years, Bitcoin Medusa, which became rebirthed tonight, or last night actually, aka the Beauty Bubble. And so I am going to be posting on Reddit. I hope that you'll follow me over there. And as I muddle and fuddle, but now I know what the rules are. It's not that they were going to chew me up or any kind of BS like that. It was just that they had certain rules of conduct, just like I do. And as a matter of fact, like they can have rules of conduct, but I can't have rules of conduct. But I am over at Reddit, and I think it's going to be an interesting place for me to develop some sort of a culture that suits Reddit and all the cool things that Reddit is made part of. So thanks a lot, guys. We will talk in the trade again tomorrow, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.